Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This episode is about the virtue of silence. Benjamin Franklin defined silence by saying that, he wrote in his book, "Speak not but what may benefit others or yourself." And I think this is open to multiple interpretations. One way of looking at it is he's telling us to learn how to be a good listener instead of just a good talker. And I think that's really important because if you take the time to listen to people, that's a good quality to have because people in general like to talk about themselves, and if you take the time to listen to them, they'll like you for it. And that's just a good quality to have. It's pretty good advice, I think. But that's just one interpretation. Another way of looking at it is he's telling us to speak politely and assertively. And it's hard to give a good example of what that is, but I can kind of tell you what it isn't. And what it isn't is what you see on a lot of television programs and TV shows. On these TV dramas, people are always saying things that are hurtful to each other, and they're always saying things that will make the situation worse. Now, obviously, that's used as a way of, moving the plot forward. It makes a good story, but you have to realize that it's not really good for. It's just not a good thing to practice. It's not a good thing to do. You want to be assertive and speak politely. You don't want to say things that are only going to make the situation worse. So yeah, TV is just a bad role model, obviously, for those sorts of things. And there's a lot of stuff we could talk about as far as communicating with people and talking to people. I could make 10 videos just about that, and I probably will make a few videos using this book mostly. If you can see this, Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Really good book. It ties in really well to the virtue of silence. So I'll be doing some stuff with this later on in the YouTube series. So let's see what else. Yeah, there's another part of the silence virtue which says avoid trifling conversation, and I think that's really hard to do. I think it's I know it's a really hard thing to do. I'm not able to do it, and a lot of people, when they speak, they only speak in trifles. I mean, think about it. When's the last time you've had an intellectual conversation with anybody? It's a really hard thing to do. I mean, if you look at from my last video, my chart, the first week was about temperance, and I only messed up one day. But when it came to silence, I have basically the whole week's gone. I couldn't do it. It's really hard to do. Especially at my age, because I don't know anybody who wants to talk about these things. I'm kind of by myself here in my room talking about them to a camera. So I guess to conclude, to summarize some of the points I've made in this video, one of them is to be a good listener, become a good listener. It's great, that's just good people skills. You'll make a lot of friends that way if you become a good listener. And you always want to, that's one point, be a good listener. You want to say nice things, good things when you're talking to people. And yeah, avoid trifling conversation, which is really hard to do. Instead of talking about the weather, talk about, I don't know, Stephen Hawking's theories about black holes. But it's just hard to do. It's really hard to do. So I think that's it. I'll probably be posting another video next week, or probably before then. There'll probably be 2 videos this week. So, alright, I'll see you later. Bye.